Well, it's often said that your education doesn't start until you finish college. Well, of course that's partially true, but here at our OSU Horticulture and Landscape Architecture Department in Stillwater, we're trying to work on that and take a more hands-on approach to some of our classroom activities. And I'd like for you to meet our latest faculty member. Hi, Jim.
Hi, Steve.
This is Dr. Jim Baird, and he's obviously a turf specialist, so to speak, and does some teaching and research in turf. And Jim, tell us what you're doing here and how this will affect the students.
Sure enough, Steve. We're standing here on our new par 3 golf hole, which has just been constructed this past spring and is still in the stages of construction. Currently in our turfgrass program, we have about 25 turf students. I'd say about 90% of those students are interested in careers in golf course management. So what we wanted to do here with this green is construct a hole where the students could take what they learn in the classroom and apply it to a simulated golf course environment.
So they're actually learning how to construct one, how to manage one and maintain it. And I know myself that we always hear that there's a lot of maintenance on a golf green, but we've been watching you construct this and now I see why. Tell us what's underneath this green, Jim.
Okay, Steve. So, constructing a green is much like baking a pie. The shell would consist of your subgrade, which is contoured to fit your final grade. That subgrade is positioned 16 to 20 inches below the finished grade, and on top of that you're going to add your ingredients to your putting green. The next step would be to install your drain line, which trenches are dug and pipe installed in the ground, and the purpose of that is to remove the water from the green. The next step would be to add 4 inches of 3/8 inch gravel surrounding the pipe and also on the top surface of the subgrade. After that, it may or may not be needed, but you would add what is called an intermediate layer or choker layer. This layer is added to act as an interface between the root zone mix, which is a finer textured material, and the coarser gravel. Okay. On top of the gravel or the intermediate layer is your root zone mix, which consists of 12 inches of a sand and organic matter mix. The organic matter is usually peat moss, and generally you have between 80 and 90% sand mixed with 10 and 20% of the organic matter.
Okay. Now I think most of us are wondering, why are we going to that much trouble? Is it because of the compaction or the type of grasses that we're growing?
Yeah, the primary reason greens are built like this are for two reasons. One is to resist compaction. You have so many golfers tromping all over the green. The other thing is you want good drainage from the green, and yet at the same time you'd like to have some water holding capacity in the green.
Okay. Well, I think part of the fun for you in this project, as well as letting the students be involved, is the different types of grasses that you're trying. Tell us what's on the green and the bunker areas.
Okay, right now we're standing on a creeping bentgrass putting green. This is a new cultivar called Crenshaw creeping bentgrass. This was developed at Texas A&M University. On the outskirts of the green we have zoysia grass, and this is a particular cultivar called Meyer zoysia. As you see, we have one sand bunker here. On the other side of the green we have a grass bunker, which we kind of just played around with planting centipede grass in that bunker. Okay. Centipede grass has a different color and texture, as does the zoysia grass. Right. The fairway will consist of midlawn Bermuda grass, which is one of our joint releases with Kansas State University. Right. The rough will consist of buffalo grass, 2 different cultivars, prairie and 609. And then the tee box will consist of 3 different types of Bermuda grasses. Common Bermuda grass, Tifway Bermuda grass, which is the Bermuda grass they're growing at that other university down in Norman on their new football field, and then once again midlawn Bermuda grass.
Well, Jim, that in itself is worth people coming out to see it, and the nice thing is when they come out to the studio gardens, it's just across the pasture pretty much. So we appreciate you introducing us to this project, and we'll be coming back and seeing how it's progressing. And again, if you'd like to come out to the studio gardens, just come on over and you can see all the different kinds I've got in the golf green here too. Jim, thanks again.
Thank you, Steve. Nice to have you.